Hey crew, longboxloveaffair here. I am in Southern Florida and I had just attended Revolution Comic-Con in West Palm Beach this past weekend. It was the second con ever, so if you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's the one that was posted just before this, and I'll try to post a link. What I did before the con was I attended I visited an LCS, and then the day after the con, I did an LCS. So the con was 2 days. Saturday and Sunday. I did it all in the first day. It wasn't that big for comic books. It was, I mean, they had a decent number of sellers, and I think it's only going to grow. But I ended up going to a store on Sunday instead. But before, on Thursday, when I got to town, I stopped at Phil's comic shop, and that's just outside of Fort Lauderdale. And Phil's I had visited once before, and if you've seen my video where I got the Gambit #1 gold variant. I bought that from Phil's, and had a really good turn on that. It was a CGC 9.8, and I almost didn't buy it, but I ran back into the store before my Uber got there. Actually, I made the Uber wait, and I picked that up over the summer in August. So it is March now. Made my return trip to Phil's. It's a great space, love the guys there, really cool, calm, not a huge shop, but they definitely have the books, and it seems like they have a rotating selection of keys as they come in. So I bought a few things there, and they gave me a great deal. One of them I don't have with me because I decided to get that signed at the Comic-Con. So Old Man Hawkeye #1, Greg Land 1/25 variant, I bought off of them, and I got it signed. So I'm hopeful it's a 9/8. It looks good to me, and it's a beautiful green cover. I had Greg Land sign it in green, and if you want to see that, check out my Instagram page, longboxloveaffair, and you'll find that. I also bought a variant cover that I would love to get signed one day. I got a Civil War #3. It's the Secret Wars storyline, and it's a Jim Chung variant cover. The bag is a little rippled, but it's a beautiful Cap and Iron Man duke it out scene on that cover. I'd never seen this before. I'm sure well, it says 1/25, but I think it is really just one of those ones that I'll definitely keep and get that signed at some point. So excited for that. And I've also been picking up Amazing Spider-Man second prints when I can find them. So there are some Dark Reign ones, $5.96, and this is all interior artwork, but pick that up, $5.46, brand new day, cool cover. And ironically enough, I found these in other stores after I already bought them, but Phil's had the better deal by far. And then second print of $5.97 with the American Sun, which was Harry Osborn, I believe. And then the last thing I bought at Phil's was Justice League Zero, the Gary Frank variant cover. And so there's some buzz around Shazam, and this being his sort of first appearance in New 52. So I figured, why not pick it up? I have the regular cover, so I picked this one up. So that was Phil's comic shop. So if you're ever in Fort Lauderdale area, check them out. I did go to Tate's, the big store in Fort Lauderdale, after, and found nothing. And I went to the Tate's in Boynton Beach, which I never find anything at, and I didn't get it. Didn't get anything. It's a much smaller store there. But I bought things at Tate's in the past, and it's a great store, but was sad that I had struck out. So after the con, on Sunday, I did some further driving into downtown Fort Lauderdale, and I found a new shop that I had just heard about called Secret Society. Really modern, beautiful store, clean, awesome back issues. They really have the cream of the crop in terms of, they had FF48, they had Silver Surfer #1, they had a lot of old books. They had Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1. It's a little pricier than I could afford yesterday. But they did have one thing that caught my eye, and I have that in front of me. And it's been on my list. It's not a book, a series that I would normally collect, but it's probably more of a spec book in that regard. And I knew what I wanted to pay for it, and the price was just in line with that, and the condition was just in line with that. So, so what I picked up without further ado is Avengers number 8. First appearance of Kang the Conqueror. This is one I've been looking for quite some time. I almost bought it. There was a slabbed copy in my hometown's bookstore, and I didn't. I probably should have, but I'm happy with this deal that I got. And so this store had a lot of Silver Age keys, they had a lot of Modern Age keys. And it's one of a couple stores, I believe. Mike, the owner of that store, is a really great guy, and he and I chatted a bit, yeah, so Kang, first appearance. This is a spec, thinking maybe Kang could be a villain in Marvel Universe, maybe cycle 2 or 3, but we'll see what happens after Thanos moves on, whatever that means with Avengers Endgame. But so I picked this really solid copy. It's got some spine wear, it's got some Marvel chipping at the top, but it's complete, tight spine. I couldn't be happier. So really great haul with the Florida comic shops, and this redeemed me not finding a whole lot at the Comic-Con. Now granted, I have to carry all these comics on with me to the plane tomorrow, but we'll make do, won't we? So that's it. That's my haul. Avengers 8, got some Spidey second prints, got Civil War or Secret Wars variant, so pretty happy. So I hope you like this video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that bell so you get notices when I post, which is every week or two. Yeah, so after this I'm headed back, and I'm out of the 80-degree weather after this, so that's a little sad going back to snowy DC, but we'll make do. So thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.